The Federal Reserve prints money by buying bonds. They'll either buy mortgage-backed securities or primarily U.S. treasuries, and then they will literally create dollars out of thin air and purchase those bonds. The Treasury then releases the dollars, and that's how we get our money supply. The problem is the Federal Reserve has a balance sheet that almost touched $10 trillion at the height of COVID, and they've brought it down to about $7 trillion, but they want to get that number down to like 2.8 or just 3 trillion, hopefully even less. The only way they can do that is allowing these mortgage-backed securities and treasury bonds to come to maturity. All that means is that if you buy a 1-year treasury bond, you let that 1 year pass, the money's paid back, there is no more bond. Now, when the Federal Reserve started hiking interest rates, they started letting about $60 to $70 billion every month come to maturity, and it was a nice little drop in the balance sheet. They've reduced that number now to about $25 billion a month. So going along that route, they have quite some time before they can see a smaller balance sheet. And what the Fed has been doing for these past 2 years is raising interest rates, shrinking the money supply, reducing the balance sheet, but still trying to keep enough liquidity in the world financial markets. And so far, they've been doing a decent job. Will the Federal Reserve continue to delay the drops in interest rates? And will they maybe start allowing more bonds to come to maturity, which I think they should? And I believe we have about $7 trillion in treasury bonds coming to maturity this year. And I'm curious to see how much of that is held by the Federal Reserve. Let's see.